What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the studio. So, E3 came and gone. A lot of things were shown, and a lot of things weren't shown, and a lot of rumors were put to rest. A lot of people were wrong. And one of those rumors that I actually was looking forward to seeing, if it really was a thing, I mean, I still do think it's a thing, is just not what we think it is, or what I've been told through rumors and leaks. And that is the Super Nintendo Switch, or Nintendo Switch Pro. Was supposed to show up at E3. They said it was supposed to show up, but they were supposed to showcase it like a couple days before E3 kicked off, and we didn't get that. Some people said it was supposed to show up at the Nintendo Direct, which we didn't get, and I have not heard nothing yet. I mean, something's gonna pop up. I'm still seeing people make videos about it, and I honestly do want to sit there and give the support by showing, my support to them by watching their video and stuff, which I still do. But it's like I read the comments and I see these nasty comments to these, YouTubers who are just reading off rumors and leaks, like, oh, y'all need to stop reading these and stop giving up false hope and stuff. And it's like, well, I mean, if you can read what the title says before you click on the video, you will know what they're talking about. So that's kind of on YouTube. But if you don't know what the Switch Pro is, pretty much it was supposed to be a more beefy, enhanced version of the Switch we got now. So think about the Switch on steroids. It's pretty much what that was supposed to be. And Nintendo is trying to follow suit with the other two companies they're going up against, Microsoft and Sony. Like, Sony, they always put out like 5 different versions of a console. You got the normal PS4, you got the PS4 Slim, then you got the Pro. Same thing goes with Xbox. They do their things kind of certain ways. Like, they get a Slim, then you get a more beefier version of the Xbox, and so on and so forth. I mean, don't be surprised if they do it for the PS5 and the new Xbox Series X. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a PS5 Slim, and I'll be all for it. But Nintendo was, quote unquote, supposedly supposed to be doing the same damn thing. Well, sadly, we didn't get to see any of it. And honestly, the main thing I wanted to see out of this is, when is it going to release? Like, that's what I wanted to know the most. Like, if this is a real thing, if people still talk about it and still giving people's hopes up, I'm like, Nintendo hasn't said nothing. Doug Bowser hasn't said nothing. The actual owner of Nintendo, I tend to forget his name. His name slips on my mind. But then again, I can't really pronounce Japanese names pretty well, so I try not to butcher them. But he comes flat out and he just says, no, we're not doing nothing. We're not doing a damn thing. And I like this dude, because the dude, he keeps it 100. He just sits there and says, I ain't gonna sit here and gas y'all up. I ain't trying to give you, some false hope. I'm not gonna butter you guys up. I'm not gonna throw subtle hints. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, no. And that's pretty much, and I like that. I think more gaming developers should just be like that. Instead of just listening to people on Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff, just don't answer it. If you ain't got nothing to show, you got nothing to show. And the thing that I find annoying is some YouTubers use this type of information and they just run with it and be all like, they're saying that the Switch Pro is only going to have exclusive games to it. Now, I can't remember if they really did this, but I'm pretty sure when the PS4 Pro and whatever Xbox that came out that's supposed to be like the PS4 Pro, like, we're beefy and bulkier, and, I wouldn't say bulkier, but beefy, and it has a lot of, terabytes and runs better than the last Xbox One. But I don't think no games were really just exclusive to that console, because 1, I think that's kind of dumb, and 2, that's dumb. Because if you got a PS4, you can play Killzone, but you can't play the newer Killzone. You need the PS4 Pro to play this Killzone. Like, no, I just think that it made the game look better. Okay, it made it run smoother. It's what it did. Now, when people are saying that it's going to be exclusive to that, I'm like, that's kind of hard for me to believe. Like, honestly, I'm going to be quick to sit there and say that's bullshit. I don't believe that shit. Why are you believing that shit? Now, a lot of people were saying that, Diamond and Pearl and Legends Arceus, those games might be just strictly for the Pro. Same thing with the new Legend of Zelda. Same thing with Metroid Prime 4. Because, they might hold a lot of gigabytes, and I don't think the Switch can really handle up to the graphics and speed and frames per second and blah, 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 blah. I like to get my ass ate out. Like, that's how they sound. Like, they sound like that. Like, and to me, I'm like, I don't believe that. Because why would you cheat your fan base out of something like that? Like, if that's something that Nintendo is thinking about doing, and they do it, it's not gonna be pretty, especially with scalpers out here. It's not pretty. And then people talked about how like E3 it was supposed to be showed off, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure the Nintendo Switch uses the same chip or memory card or whatever card that's manufacturers are needing to make the PS5 and the Xbox. I'm pretty sure the Switch is right along with them too, because a lot of manufacturers need that one piece to make their product. Cars, phones, laptops. There's been a lot of shortages, so I can understand why they didn't show nothing. Now the frustration lands on the YouTubers though, and people that keep spreading this stuff. Like, okay, until we actually really get something, fuck off. Like, people should say that. I'm not gonna say that because I don't care. You know, if it comes, it comes. It don't, it don't. I'm still a gamer to this day. I have no loyalty to no company, no console. I play it on all three. Well, four, because I got a computer now. But what I'm getting at is the fact of the matter is like, I was looking forward to it. I hope and pray it is a real thing, because the drift on the Switch, on the Joy-Cons is ass. I'm tired of my game sounding like a fucking fighter jet. Like, every time it's loading up something, it just, the hot ass air blowing from the top of it. And on top of that too, you know, more accessories and stuff. That's all I want to see with the Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's not much, because I mean, I've seen people with special designs and stuff, and they usually get them from Etsy, because GameStop act like they can't hold nothing. But it does get annoying. I don't think Legends Arceus is going to be strictly for the Nintendo Switch Pro or the Super Nintendo Switch. Like, whoever came up with that logic, nah. You might as well make a whole new console if you're just going to make it strictly for a console. Like, I think that's dumb. I've never seen a game just be only for the pro version of that console and not for the others. It might run ugly on the others, but it should be allowed to be on the others. But that's all I got for y'all, fam. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just want to see it. That's all I want to see. Is it going to be sleeker? Is it going to be longer? Will it have its own special dock? I don't know. But I just want to see where things go from Nintendo. I mean, like, yeah, Metroid Prime, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, Metroid Dread. A lot of games that they had spoke on are coming, and I am actually happy to see these games. I mean, if we get a Super Nintendo Switch, I'm all for it. Shut up, take my money. I know it's gonna cost more because it's a much stronger. It's just pretty much the Nintendo Switch on steroids. So, but other than that, guys, I love y'all. I hope y'all being safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Peace.